Making the choice to come back to school, what made you ultimately choose Adelphi?
Well, I thought long and hard about coming back to school. I've wanted to do it since I got my associate's degree in nursing. Then I had kids and working and everything. So when I finally decided to come back, I looked at Adelphi, I looked at Farmingdale, Malloy. I just liked Adelphi.
I know you mentioned that upon going back to school at a different phase of your life, you have a different attitude, you realize not to take it for granted. So what advice would you give to people who are in a situation like you, balancing family life, work life, along with your education?
That was the main question that got me to come, to agree to do the interview. I think when you're older, even in your 30s, and you're thinking about going back to school, you keep hesitating because there's so much going on and you don't feel like you can fit it in. And I kind of likened it to, rather than walking upstairs, getting on an escalator, that once you take the first step, that's the hardest step, is to actually do it every year, not just tell yourself you're going to do it, but do it. Once you take that first step, and it just becomes part of your life. You figure out how to blend it in.
Talking about the quality of the education here in the school nursing program. So if you can elaborate on that.
Being a more or a well-rounded nurse, not just a nurse that goes and takes care of patients, which I was very good at doing. Just opening your mind to expanding it, making the field of nursing better and stronger.
What would you say is the most valuable thing that Professor Kleinberg in particular has taught you?
She's my favorite professor by far. She was inspiring to me. She knows so much about so much, and she's been so involved. And even though she was community health, which is something that opened up a whole new world to me and I think I'm very interested in, she just knew so much about everything.
Terry is an extremely bright woman. All of our students are very bright, but she's also very vocal. She has outstanding leadership skills. She has wonderful skills that she came in with, the skills of a nurse that she already had as a clinician. But I see that she's going to incorporate much of what we provide here on the next level. She was in one of my classes and she just blossomed in that class. She grew intellectually and was a wonderful participant. And I think she has a wonderful future.
Coming to Adelphi for me was about expanding who I am, about, as I said before, taking that step, doing what I've always wanted to do, and really loving what you're doing, loving learning. I'd have to say that was my best experience here, to actually enjoy the process of learning and to make myself a better, more educated, well-rounded person by reading and learning and going to the classes. It was great.